पे ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टर समिट चल रहा है। आइए पहले आपको वहीं ले चलते सीधा।
260,000 people, with over 30,000 of those people based here in Karnataka. You know, Wipro's story in many ways is the story of the Indian IT industry. In the last 3 decades, the Indian IT industry has grown significantly and brought tremendous recognition to the country. Today, the industry contributes nearly 8% of India's GDP. 30 years ago, it was less than 1%. According to one estimate, the total revenue earned by the Indian IT industry offsets the entire oil import bill of the country. Karnataka has held center stage in much of this journey and contributes nearly 1/4 of the share of IT exports. This is possible because of the vision and hard work of leaders, both from the government as well as from industry. But you know, numbers tell you only part of the story. Equally important is how India's role has grown in these last 30 years, from a low-cost offshoring destination to a true technology and business partner for every business in the world today. Which is why, despite the global macroeconomic challenges facing us today, I remain bullish and incredibly excited about the long-term prospects of our industry. My confidence is driven by two things: the rapid pace of digitization across the world, and the shift in the mindset of stakeholders who engage with us as an industry. Let me elaborate. The word digital has come to mean different things. We describe it as the way a business leverages technology to create new experiences for customers and for employees while becoming agile and building new models at scale. This in turn drives the shift to cloud, to leverage data more smartly, to make your environment more secure, and so on and so on. This was a big opportunity before the pandemic, and COVID has only accelerated it. The second, and equally importantly, is a shift in mindset. Back in the day, people came to India for cost, and they stayed for quality. Today, the conversation is all about finding and accessing the best talent to build new models for relevance in the digital economy, and India is where this talent is. Our challenge is to find this talent and to leverage it to fulfill the demand we see. We have seen the high numbers of attrition that the industry is currently facing. It is because we are all chasing the same pool of talent. Instead, what we need to do is to find new locations and new sources of talent. COVID has shown us that the work can be done remotely and at scale. This will make it easier to widen the talent pool, especially women and people with disabilities who will benefit from the flexibility of remote work. We have a very large number of highly skilled young workers and the largest number of engineers in the world, but instead of going to where the talent is, we force the talent to migrate to the big cities where the jobs are. This limits the talent pool and puts a huge strain on infrastructure in big cities, pushing up the cost of living and arguably even hurting our environment. Which is why I deeply applaud the efforts of the government of Karnataka in setting up new technology clusters in our Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities as part of the Karnataka Digital Economy Mission. The second initiative we need to put our might behind is to reskill our existing talent to be of relevance for the future. 4 years ago, our Honorable Prime Minister launched the NASSCOM's Future Skills platform for upskilling and reskilling employees and students in new age technologies like AI, robotics, and virtual reality. We need more such initiatives to rapidly build our digital talent pool. While industry can and will invest in more near-term technologies, our public and private industries will have to invest in long-term and in-depth research to continue to develop in new emerging technologies. I must admit, India's IT growth would not have been possible without the help and support of the government, be it the creation of SEZs in the early decades or by declaring the sector as emergency services when the pandemic struck, which allowed us to work seamlessly in these last 2 years. Global spends on technology are set to double in the coming years, and we will build a plan along with industry and government to set us up for the next 25 years as we continue to ascend and continue to build leadership on the global stage. The technology industry and I look forward to working with all of you.
तो ग्लोबल समिट अभी आप देख पा रहे थे, वहां से हम लगातार तस्वीरें आपके सामने रख रहे हैं और